Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z-Bird Zidell. With me, as always, the boys are in the building. We got my main man, Angry John Rosado.
What's up?
we got Big Dr. Scholes. John and Shuley are...
The boys are doing a little bit, huh?
John and Shuley are splitting a microphone today because Larry fucked up.
Yeah.
We're doing mimes today.
Yeah, Eagle Tit. Nah, I don't know what happened. I guess there's budget cuts, and we don't have we're going to have to cash in that Patreon money soon. Get some more microphones around here. And then my co-host, my main man, Moneyline Wells.
What's up?
Oh, dude, major weekend this weekend. A little bit. Me and Eagle Tits were down at the Cage Rage down at the Spearmint Rhino. Dude, that event, we'll let you know when it's coming up again. But it's if you like watching girls getting punched in the face and seeing a boob, it's the place to be. Like
I seen a highlight. They're in pasties?
no, they're bare tit, right, Larry?
For the most part.
Yeah,
Okay.
the third round.
It seemed like a lot of tit, but I thought I saw a pasty, but like...
Those are the first two rounds.
Oh, and then...
The final fight, like those chicks were like
They got their pussies on?
no, they ain't flashing.
Dude, an uppercut to the puss would be something.
Yeah, I seen a kick to the puss.
Really?
Yeah, she came right in the solar plexus. But like the fights were great. It was fun. I mean, like a lot of people. We had a decent amount of podcast people show up. Friends showed up. People were just having fun cutting up. One of our boys showed up. He was just having the time of his life. But he's like a good drunk. But like, dude, like he like literally had his shirt up and just like had all these like black chicks just twerking on him, and he was living his best life, dude.
Yeah, that's you know.
And he was just and they were like the one chick was literally smacking his titties like this.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, he was having a good time. And then like
They get a little handsy down there at the Rhino.
these chicks weren't even strippers.
Well, they were just
They were
out.
patrons.
They were just
They were just Northsiders.
They were girls' night out for this contest called Baddest Bitch in the Burg. Where they literally gave you like a 1987 GBA runner-up trophy, and I think like $46.
Oh,
and I
nice.
think the one chick that won, like, was hanging from the rafters, and I think
Was she bad?
she was good at hanging at the
In the
rafters.
Burg?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you look, I thought, me personally, the girls fighting, they're like Eagle Tits on a microphone, but I thought the girls fighting were better looking than the Baddest Bitches in the Berg contest. That was a very
What?
amateur, but like, hey, they still.
Was it like a bikini contest? Was it like a titty contest?
It was-
Was it a freak? Was it a freak Nick?
It was a freak, Nick. Like, so they
Okay.
were, so like, at first it was like stripper outfits, but they weren't stripping. But then they started, some dude down there probably had about $700 at once, just banded up and just start firing bricks of money in there. And I seen bitches going crazy. And then like,
Was it just that like? So how many girls were freak nicking?
there was 6 for the baddest bitch in the Burg, but the one chick got up on the rafters and she was like swinging around, and like, you're not gonna beat that. And another chick tried to kind of do it and she couldn't. But like,
How did they get up there? Was it a pole or like?
No, there's the cage, and you could jump on the. And she was very like acrobatic. She jumped on the cage and then jumped up on the rafters and was like swinging back and forth.
So this bitch is like
She was
hanging from the
athletic.
HVAC.
Yeah. So like, I mean, it was total pandemonium. The fights were really good. So like, the one fight I will say, it was like it was a David versus Goliath fight. It was like this one like bigger chick that they like just pulled out of the WNBA, and then it was like this little light skinned chick. And like, dude, this light skinned chick, she had dog in her.
Gave her the work.
Dude, no, at first she got worked the first like round and a half, 2 rounds, but she wouldn't stop fighting. By the third round, this chick's looking for water and shit like that, the bigger chick. And then this other chick, she just worked her at the end. And I was like, dude, she just did not stop fighting her, and she got the best of her.
So these are just this is like straight like rough and rowdy type shit. It's not like there's no like trained women boxers or anything like that. It's just they're
street fights.
chicks. Yeah.
But they can throw hands. Like, these are
Right,
pretty
right.
They have
tough.
shit on their hands?
Yeah, they got gloves.
So they're wearing
And
boxing
they
gloves.
got helmets and mouthpieces.
okay.
They wearing shoes?
Yeah.
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 How does they fighting barefoot? Would suck.
Yeah, they definitely got shoes on, and they were like, and then like
Shoes on and your titties out is a weird look.
It is, and you know,
Like tennis shoes and your titties out.
it's I could get
But
used.
same with boxing gloves, I guess
it's like
too.
a trailer park.
Headgear.
I could get used to it though,
Did
but
you?
like yeah, but like by the third round of the fight is when you can make the money. That's where they offer the girls an extra. I don't know what it is. I think it's $100 to go topless in the third round. So mostly all the girls go topless because most of them are fighting. They're not fighting in like t-shirts and that. They're fighting in stripper outfits.
Right.
With tennis shoes, and they're just like beating each other up, and you see a lot of butt cheeks. I mean, like there was probably 60 people there videotaping it. Right?
How many
Larry?
fights we looking at?
There was 4, and there was supposed to be a fifth one, but they couldn't find the one chick who had already fought. She said she was outside smoking a blunt, but they were like, "We were looking for you. You weren't outside." I don't know where she was at. I'm not, you know. Who am I? I'm not her dad. So like she was outside, not to be
You
found.
think she was out in the parking lot making bad decisions?
I don't know, but she was
Doing
like
something strange for a little bit of
Yeah.
change.
I think they couldn't find her, but we were kind of glad because it was like 2:40 by that point.
God damn.
Yeah, and we're like, and I'm looking at Eagle Tits like, dude, I hope they wrap this up soon, and they did. And here's the other thing too, so we're not going to be able to post the content on YouTube, but if you would ever want to sign up for the Patreon, at least for a month or so, right now's the time. We are putting the whole fights up that are professionally videotaped by Eagle Tits up on the Patreon.
So it's Titty City on the Patreon right now.
Yes, yeah. So
you
like,
go.
if you want to sign up for the Patreon, and you can unsubscribe at any time. We've had like the same 65 same loyal people that we really appreciate. But right now is the time if you wanted to dive in just to check it out.
Give Kenny something to jerk off to this weekend.
Right, and I think this, and we're hoping that this turns into like a monthly occurrence. But like, there was a lot of dudes down there with their ladies. I mean, I was like, you can come down to this. It says like,
You think you can be able to get Addie in the cage?
no, I wouldn't want her fighting these chicks. These chicks are like, you know what I mean? They're like,
a little ruthless.
yeah, I don't want her getting beat up, but like to watch the fight is great. Like me and Eagle Tits have the best seats there. We literally do. And then like the funniest was there was like probably 4 dudes down there dressed like real pimps. And then like the one dude was just shaking his cane at like cocktail waitresses
Love it.
demanding drinks, and like they were just totally ignoring him. And he was like, "Where's that rum and coke?" He's like, "That little dude right there got 5 waters. I can't get 1 rum and coke." And I'm like, dude, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm a part of the show, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. I'm
the
important.
the
Rogan
talent.
of Spearmint Rhino.
But if
It's
you
like,
have a
bitch, better have
cane,
my coat.
you got to be able to tap people with it and hit people with it and ask for drinks. Because what's the point of having a cane if you're not going to do that?
What, you can't walk or something?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to have a cane. Pff, rum and coke. Pff, rum and coke. Be nice. Well, it sounds like you had a good time down there this weekend, Zebra.
yeah. And then Saturday was a crazy night. I went to Dairy, had a comedy show out there. That was a blast. There was probably about like 350 people. That was awesome. So I was like on the comedy high, then went to the strip club, had fun. It was a long night though. And then got up Sunday and we started watching them NFL games.
Good games.
I have no complaints with the games. I'm sure a lot of people. I'll stick with the first game first. I felt like a lot of people are posting conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy unless Lamar Jackson a conspiracy. Like they blew that game. They blew it. They had it. They could have won. They could have tied it up. Like they blew the fucking game.
Lamar's not a playoff quarterback.
I mean,
Not only that, they're a run-heavy team, and they didn't run the
They
ball.
did it. I think they ran the ball 6 times or something like crazy like
So
that.
they ran it, I think, 8 times, 6 for Lamar, 2 for Zay Flowers, and then the running backs got 6 total carries.
Okay, so that's probably what it was.
between
Yeah,
the two of them.
so yeah,
Zay Flowers blew it.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
dude, they should have been able to tie it up, and then Lamar got tight in the ass and threw that fucking ball to triple coverage like Kenny Pickett, and it was a wrap.
I totally agree. My opinion with Zay Flowers was like he was as much as he fucked up, he was their only hope shot that game.
Dude, they
Right.
were aggressive. Like Baltimore, dude, they only let Kansas City score 17 points. But,
Right.
like, dude, they kept getting all them penalties. And then, like, Lamar, there was a time Lamar couldn't even get a pass off.
Yeah.
Because he was just getting
Getting
batted down.
pressured, yeah.
Dude, why wouldn't he just take – I know they had a spy on him, but he should have just take off running.
That's
Like my man Purdy.
Like now, you make a good point there. The guy who was spying him was what's his name? His last name's Gay.
Willie Gay.
Willie Gay was out with neck spasms, so they had a different dude in. So I assumed he's gonna run
Dude,
all
there was
over
a
them.
couple times, like, he broke that one run. And it looks like he could have, like, took off, and he just, like –
He
he, like, was fake stiff arming, then he got tackled. I don't know. He just didn't have, like, a good game. He's a good player, but, like, he
I feel like he left a lot on the table. He didn't run when he should have.
Right.
Fucking opened it up.
even that pass at the end, that triple coverage, like, dude, throw that deeper. He, like, underthrew the triple coverage.
If you're the
Yes.
Ravens, you can't get beat by Travis Kelce. You got to do
Right.
Their receivers are so bad. You got to take Kelce out of that game. That's key on him. You can't let him get over. What do you have, like fucking 11 catches for like
Dude,
over
Right.
100
for
yards?
11.
Dude, I swear, like, I don't know how he comes up with the ball sometimes. At one time,
I mean, he's- dude, but you're
Mahomes
also-
got, like, hit. The ball, like, flew up in the air, and he, like, caught it.
You're talking about two Hall of Famers doing a Hall of Fame
Right.
shit.
And
So
that first pass, he threw him open in the
Yes.
end zone. That wasn't like Kelce just like was covered, turned, and the ball was like
That-
to the outside, and he caught it.
Yeah.
That was one of the nicest throws I've ever seen because like when he was coming down and like to turn him like that, like to get away from Hamilton and the ball was right there, I was like, dude, that is fucking phenomenal. I mean I was surprised that Baltimore was 4-point favorites against Mahomes is just that dude.
Dude,
That
they only
dude.
scored 17 points though.
Still won.
I mean, you got to give Casey's defense a little bit of credit.
Oh yeah, that Steve Spagnuolo.
And dude, do you taunt the dude? You like, dude, Zay Flowers. I hate to get on him.
I know.
You
but
taunt the dude, but then you're like, go to dive, and then they still make up for it. Go to dive, like that should have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
That game could have been tied up easily.
Dude, you should be able
Baltimore
to-
played pretty good.
You should be able to taunt in the NFL. It's like crazy you can't. As long as you're not like delaying the game
The only
and you're
thing-
not getting like physical, you're not throwing the ball at somebody, but the
He threw
stand
the
over
ball at him.
I thought he stood over and
He
flexed.
fucking flicks the ball. He did a little ball spin on his back.
I was on like baby duty, so I wasn't.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a little flex
Well,
over.
nah, he flexed that dude because they brought the dude in. Who's the dude at the referee? He's like from Pittsburgh.
Sterator.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, the flexing's one thing. He's like, but then once he put that ball,
He spun it on him.
He
He
spun
spun
it on
it.
him.
That's
Yeah.
You
And
really can't do
dude,
that.
if you let that taunt him,
Kind of like it.
Oh, I like it.
I'm saying, but like, where does like it always somebody one ups each other?
Yeah.
Like, how far could that go?
Like
Let-
the end zone celebrations
right?
back in the
Like,
day.
try that in the USFL. See how the taunting goes there.
Yeah, I think they get
Dude's
away with a
gonna
little
be like-
taunting there.
Yeah. But then the dude stripped him on the way in the end zone that he taunted.
And like, dude, my whole thing was like, I love the way Zay Flowers like played. Besides that fumble, like I said, he was their only chance of like anything. The Travis Kelce thing is crazy. Like, I do think they had a plan in place to take him out. And like, I would say 3 out of those 11 catches were unfucking believable.
Yeah.
He was playing like a madman. Dude, why did Odell Beckham Jr., what the hell was up with him? He came in like the second half?
I feel like he's been wishy-washy like all year. Like
Yeah.
he's, like some
Is he
games,
hurt?
some games it's like he's not even on the team, and other games he'll have like 70 yards and a touchdown, and it's just like
that
it was
dude
just,
Likely's a good wide receiver.
Yeah,
I
Andrews
love
was back.
Likely.
Yeah, so like I don't know.
Yeah,
It was
Andrews.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was a weird game for the Ravens.
I felt like one thing too is with Andrews coming back, Likely being the other tight end, they like moved him. I'm like, dude, Likely while Andrews was out, proved himself. And like, I'm not saying he's better than Andrews. I'm just saying he should have been a major part of the game plan.
It's tough to like, yeah,
You
it's
can't cover all three of them.
No,
right. No,
and they didn't give Likely the only time. That, like, yeah, he had a couple catches, but then they threw that one dude in triple
you gotta
coverage.
get
it's
Josh
also
Edwards
like
the ball.
Andrew's been hurt for so long. It's kind of like tough to just get somebody like back in the offense and like start clicking again.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a sucky time for him to come back, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, how about when the dude, like, they wanted him to go off sides and he just blew up the line?
That was a smart
It
play.
was smart, but they gave him 15 yards, which
Yeah.
ended up being, like, kicking him in the ass.
He could have just done the old like.
Dude, they beat the shit out of Mahomes. Like, there was definitely an effort to try to
Well,
take
I mean
him out.
that got to be part of your game plan if you're them
Yeah,
too.
if he's going to run, you got to take him out.
Did you see the Chiefs like Kadarius Toney was like a healthy scratch, and the Chiefs said like he's a little banged up and it's personal issues too. I think he just had a kid like a day or two before. The Chiefs are trying to do Kadarius Toney like a favor, because he sucks. And like, hey, maybe you'll be good on a team next year. You're definitely not going to be here, but maybe you'll be somewhere else. We're not going to ruin your life. So just like be quiet about this. This dude goes on IG Live with a crazy rant saying how he's not hurt and they capping and all this crazy shit. And he just pretty much just like, all right, now you're like a healthy scratch for a playoff game.
Yeah.
And now you're acting like a complete asshole.
Now
during
you shouldn't
that.
show up to the
Now
facility.
you might not be in the league anymore.
Yeah, right.
Like you did it. You did it in New York. Find a way. You got kicked out of New York. You go to Kansas City. And here's the thing: if the Chiefs lose that game, you kind of said the Chiefs won. They don't need you.
Well, no. If the Chiefs lose that game, there's not a person on earth saying like, "Hey, if Kadarius Toney was in there, they win that game." You know what I mean?
Right. And
he
like,
couldn't have been worse all year long.
Right. And I mean, like starting with week 1 when he fucking literally dropped 3 passes and then handed over the Lions that interception to win the game.
Offsides against the Bills is why the fucking Chiefs had to go on the road throughout the whole playoffs.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he must have done something during the week where this dude's
they're
nuts.
like enough.
He's a cancer, right?
Enough. But yeah, Mahomes is totally on Brady level now and maybe surpasses him.
Dude, I'll tell you what, like the Taylor Swift effect is going on at my house because all of a sudden I'm surrounded by 3 little girls.
They into it because of it?
Football game.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I heard a crazy stat today that 56 million watched the NFC game and 1 million less people watched the AFC game, which you think it'd be like you just said, like way more people were tuning in because Taylor's part of it. I guess it really doesn't matter.
Probably not.
And then maybe I could see there being a million weirdos like, I'm not watching that game. All they do is show Taylor Swift.
But they really
like Taylor Swift doesn't do anything wrong.
No.
She goes to her boyfriend's games, and that's it. She does nothing to make it about her. They film her. What the fuck do you want her to do?
It wasn't every catch. And the one time they showed her, she's like watching herself on TV, like, please
stop
here.
showing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, these people, they're like, get Taylor on my team.
Kids,
fucking relax.
Like, they were definitely pumped up when Kelsey got that touchdown. They showed her.
Yeah, it's Taylor's boyfriend.
But then they left.
Yeah,
they got bored with it after a quarter.
It's still a football
yeah,
game.
Then they were out.
Yeah, right.
I will say this: like there was a crazy number figure throwing out that's saying that their relationship has them between the two of them. They have gained. Now I don't know how true this is, but it was on ESPN. It's worth $331 million
to the NFL.
Yeah. And with
the
that
whole brand, like KC in NFL.
Yeah, KFC. Yeah, KC. Her.
Not KFC. Maybe that too. I don't know. People love chicken.
Finger love. Yeah. But like,
yeah, I mean, Taylor definitely doesn't need the NFL, and the NFL doesn't need Taylor. But like, it's definitely a nice little
people are like, she
match.
should be doing the halftime show. Like, all right, stop.
I was already Usher. Yeah, it's not, nobody wants to do that. Halftime.
She don't want to do the halftime.
Right? Yeah. She's being in Tokyo. Probably you got to pay for that halftime show. We talk about this every Super Bowl. How like, you have to pay for it. You don't make any money on it, and then you make the money on like the back end with like. I don't who the fuck knows like your popularity,
tours,
whatever, downloads and all that
and
shit.
Tours.
But she's gonna be in Tokyo. She's gonna take a fucking red eye. Obviously private, but like straight to the Super Bowl. But she's gonna get there. Have you seen the ticket prices for the Super Bowl? They are outrageous, dude.
8,100's the lowest ticket right now.
Shit.
I saw like one of the lower ones. It was like the last seat in the 500s. It was like $9,800. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like mids are like going for 55,000.
60.
And you gotta realize, like the hotels are probably fucking bananas as well.
Yeah,
you're spending $20,000.
It's 60% more this year than it was last year as of right now. And it was funny because I was watching WTAE. Andrew Stockey fucking nailed it. He was like, there's been times where I wanted to go to big games. I went, and I literally waited till them scalpers were outside and the game already started, and they'll sell you the tickets at face value. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, so I seen like Treasure Island was doing like a bundle, and you needed 4 guys. You got the 3 nights. You got like VIP access to their bullshit disgust. Treasure Island's a shithole. Obviously, it's old as hell. But so like the 3 nights, VIP access to like their restaurant and their bar and some other stupid thing. But then a Super Bowl ticket, and it was like $12,000 for all that. I would imagine the ticket's dog shit looking at the prices now.
Yeah.
But like that's not like I guess it's not horrible.
For 4 guys?
Yeah, you needed 4. That was the minimum. So like to hit the 12,000.
You get the 4 tickets?
You get no
it'd be
per person.
48,000.
Yeah, it'd be per person.
Wow.
Almost 13 grand per person. Which is like,
But that's probably the best deal you're going to get. In
right.
Vegas.
I was like, that's like
Do you think it's why that's so high? Because of Vegas?
yes.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. People are like, "Oh, no, it isn't." Like Casey's been there before, San Fran's been there before. They both got huge fan bases. You know what I mean?
They're both gonna go.
Yeah, they're both.
They both travel well.
Right, and it's
San
in
Fran
Vegas.
ain't that far either.
And it's in Vegas.
Honestly, like, dude, if it's like a Super Bowl, that'd be the town you want to go to.
Right, but so like, but when you go to Vegas for even like holidays and like say 4th of July, Memorial Day, as a dude, it gets tough because those minimums go up and up and up. And if you want to get in as a dude somewhere, you got to buy a table. So a regular like $3,500 table now is a $7,000 minimum, a $10,000 minimum. So you're like, it's one thing just for the ticket, but you're getting beat up that whole fucking weekend there. So
You're gambling. You better hope you win. You probably
no, thank
lose.
you.
When you're saying, so let me ask you something. When you're saying like you're gonna go get a table, I know what you're saying, like a VIP table, but like, does that come with a bottle, or is that just for the table?
No, so you have to say you have a $7,000 minimum. You have to order $7,000 worth of shit at least.
Okay.
No matter what. Say you don't, you're still paying $7,000.
Okay.
I was there with 3 guys the one time, and we got hit with like a $2,500 minimum as we wanted a table, and we were like literally just like chugging vodka because like it was disgusting. We were like giving it away. Like, you might as well bring it because we got to pay for it either way. But like it was getting tough. But yeah, so I'm not a big fan of Vegas when big things are going on, just because my pockets ain't that deep, and they beat you up on a regular weekend, let alone a fucking holiday and Super Bowl and like with the F1 shit like that. No, thank you, man. It's just it gets too crazy. And then that second game, Dan Campbell, feel bad for him, dude. The Lions were the better team. Should have won that game. Had so many opportunities to win that game. They gave that game away. The only wrong call I think he made was the chance to going for the fourth to tie it up. Other than that, that's the way you got there. That's the way you have to play.
Did drop the pass on the
1,000%. It was the right call.
Dude.
That was the right call there. But that was the first time.
Yeah.
So like, if they get that, they go down and score with. They're up 21. So
why didn't he go for the touchdown though before the half?
See, I don't get that either. Yeah, that was.
He's like, all right, he's getting conservative now, and he kicked the field goal.
Right.
When like, dude, you're in your end. What was it, like 4th and I don't remember what it was.
But that did put him up by 3 scores. So like
Sure.
that kind of was like
right. But if you're going by like, I get you're both right. So it's like, are you either? Which way are you going to play? You kind of can't be wishy-washy. If you're going to go for it, go for it. But I don't know. If you have a chance to tie that game. You're having a bad half. Tie the game. Live to fight another down. And that once that field goal was like it. The game was over.
One other like stat for that too is Detroit in the second half ran the ball 8 times, which was crazy. And like they didn't have the ball a lot either. But for them to run all over them in the first half, and then like to come out and only run the ball 8 times, it was kind of crazy. And one call at the end that I thought I would have just by watching it, I felt because they lost that timeout when they ran that play, and you could argue with that. I felt like when they got to the 20-yard line, like is it 25, they should have kicked the fucking field goal because then they could have onside it. You don't get it. You still got your 3 timeouts. You could throw the Hail Mary.
The problem with the onside kick though is like you don't recover. People don't recover them anymore.
But
you used to have like a 10% chance. Well, and like they're not the same. They changed the rules that you can't like load up the one side anymore, right?
No.
So
can't.
No, yeah. So like
that's
I don't think anyone's covered onside kicks since they changed that rule. It used to be like 10% like were recovered.
It's 2%
now it's like down to almost nothing. So like it's not even like a play anymore. It's stupid.
But like on the other hand, like what I was saying is like he still had before the 2-minute warning, kick the field goal, make it. You're within 7. All right, say you're onside. Don't onside. Fucking kick it off. They got 3 timeouts left. Force them to punt and get yourself in a position to Hail Mary instead of forcing yourself to onside kick it because you only have 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
But like I said,
Gibbs had that fumble. That one wide receiver dropped that ball, hit him in the face.
Yeah.
Like right in his hand when he dropped it.
I swear to God, I didn't see that fumble. I swear to God, me and him were texting, and I swear to God, I was like, dude, they're gonna fucking fumble or something.
Yeah, he did call that. When I said, so Z-Bird was like ahead of me, like his TV was like 30 seconds ahead of mine for whatever reason, which I've been noticing like a lot. I don't know what's going on my TV. I'm 30 seconds behind everybody, it seems like. And like he's like texting me shit, so I had to like put my phone underneath my like pillow, like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're ruining the game. So yeah, I feel bad for the Lions. You know, they're a young, good squad, but like it ain't easy to get back to the NFC Championship game. So like we'll see.
Right. See how hungry they still are. See if that like.
Yeah, I mean Dan Campbell's a good coach, so
Yeah.
we'll
They said
be
their
around for a
offensive
while.
coordinator's staying.
Oh, is he? I
That's
thought
what
he
he
like
said.
had the Washington job.
No, they said he's staying.
Oh, that's huge for them.
Yeah.
That's huge for them.
Yeah, speaking of that,
Artie Smith. Is that his name? Yeah.
Arthur Smith. Yeah,
Boring.
I mean, people talk shit on like here's the one thing.
I don't know. I don't know. How
He's
good
not
he is.
hot.
No,
He's not
no.
hot at all. I was like excited for
Yeah.
like a younger, hot, good-looking dude. Like dresses slick, comes in tan in like January. You know what I mean? Like fucking just tan all the time.
That
Yeah.
guy from the Rams.
Dude, smoke show.
Yeah, good
And now we
looking
got Arthur Smith. He looks like he's from fucking Hayes.
and he wears Air Monarchs.
Yeah, it's
He
just like
looks like Randy Fichtner's cousin.
yeah, literally. Yeah, it's just like okay. I mean, I get it. It's an okay hire. It's a little more out of their comfort zone. They didn't hire Byron Leftwich. We'll give them that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So like,
Right.
Do you think there's a couple dudes that like went to other places? Like, yeah, Pittsburgh, fuck that.
I think the dude from the Rams, he went to.
Well, he went with his
followed
boy.
his boy.
He followed his boy. I
Right,
understand
yeah.
that, but like, where's Kingsbury? Where's these like other guys?
Cliff Kingsbury is he
Did
still?
I feel like Cliff might have had like a mental breakdown or something?
He went to Thailand.
Yeah, he got fired from the
You
Cardinals.
didn't know about that, John?
And then he shot to Thailand for a while, and then took a job at like I think he's like a quarterbacks coach at USC now or something like that. So I think Cliff might have broke him or something like that.
Thailand. I mean, dude, I heard nothing but bad things about.
He
there.
took his lady there though. Who takes
Yeah.
their lady to Thailand?
I'm glad he did because at least he
if
wasn't.
you're trying to
child-
fuck trannies, you don't bring your girlfriend.
Did she come back?
Yeah, like it's like the. I mean, dude, that's like the worst place. Like it's like you go to Thailand, you get like a red flag next to you. Like you know what I mean? That's where fucking Jared Fogle like loved Thailand. That fucking.
Who was
piece-
Jared? They had Subways there?
No, he was a fucking child molester.
No, it was a
Michael
joke.
Jackson loved Thailand.
Oh, I got you.
They got Subways there? I don't know. Yeah, I don't hate the hire. I mean, it looks like they're trying to fucking. This dude's he's a run guy.
He likes a two tight end set.
I heard I have a source. My source told me that Munchak's part of this deal.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so Munchak comes with Smith. We get
like that.
Munchak back.
like
You know,
Munchak.
we're pounding the rock. I'll take it.
Best
we have two
O-line
running
coach
backs.
ever.
We have two running backs to pound the rock. Our running backs are solid. Our line stepped it up. Broderick Jones is gonna be a beast. Washington could block his fucking dick off. If we draft a center, you know,
Exactly. I was just gonna
we're in
say,
good shape, dude.
If they have another decent draft class, I
And
think
then I'm
it's-
also
good.
Bird also told me Tannehill's coming
Tannehill.
and fucking Mason's out.
Oh, I don't like the trade off. Is it a? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a huge.
6 to 1, half a dozen the other.
It's the same guy.
Right.
All
That
right.
dude's 35.
Yeah, like literally he's 35. Yeah. I couldn't believe he was that old.
Looks. Yeah. He's,
The one guard that we got from Philadelphia that came this year, no one talks about this. In those PFF rankings, he was ranked the #1 guard.
Sam Malu.
Yeah, in the whole
Yeah.
NFL.
Yeah, he's a
He's a
dog.
fucking dog.
Yeah, he's
He's a
very
dog.
good.
You know who's a dog?
Who?
Sewell. That
Penny Sewell.
yeah,
he's a fucking
dude.
dog. Dude.
They got that dude. He's what's he, a guard for
No,
the?
he's a
tackle
tackle.
for
He
the
was
Lions.
the first, like I think the first or second overall pick from
Dude,
Oregon.
they had that dude pulling from the other side, getting out there. They were putting him at like fucking like playing like in a tight end, like H back position, and he was getting out there fucking making plays.
You play with the. I'll tell you one thing. When you play Madden, you immediately try to trade for Sewell.
He locked people up.
Yeah, dude, he's a fucking dog.
Yeah, he got. I was, I'm an O-line guy. I like the way that dude plays. But I think Artie Smith's a good. I mean, it's a good. It's not great. It's not like fucking knocking socks off everybody. He's not handsome. So,
But it's not like
it's
what
not
you expected.
it's not repetitive.
Yeah.
He was a head coach. He doesn't really have any Steeler ties, so like it's a step in the right direction. They fired Canada. So like you really can't bitch. Everybody wants the Steelers to pound the rock, pound the rock, pound the rock. This is a pound the rock guy.
Yeah.
And people were like, they drafted him because they know Kenny's weak, and they're playing like they're trying to surround Kenny and play to like try to like kind of hide him and just blow up the run game and like build up on the run game. But like I don't know,
You're gonna need
you
to
can't.
throw the ball at some point.
It's the
Yeah.
NFL and it's
Yeah.
2024.
How can he get-
You gotta throw the rock.
Yeah, you might want to go start working out.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
We got Mason still.
Stretch
Back
your
from
fingers out.
Thailand.
It'll be interesting when I'd rather keep Mason and Tyson or Tannehill too all day.
1,000%.
Yeah.
He knows he knows the personnel.
Well, yeah, but like
I guess he's
Tannehill,
gonna-
that's the thing. Tannehill knows the offense,
Right.
so I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
I like Tannehill.
I like it better than
If you get
Matt
Tannehill,
Canada
Munchak, and him,
and
I
the-
think it's a great move.
in the duo we had calling plays for the rest of the season. So we'll see. Kind of exciting. 3 people playing a hide and seek game.
3,000.
3,000 people playing a hide and seek game in IKEA in Scotland.
Yeah. You sent this to me.
Yeah, that's a lot of people playing hide and seek.
Yes, they went over there. They were going to play the, I guess it was going to be the Guinness Book of World Records biggest hide and seek in an IKEA in Scotland. And, like, the people were, like, going there to sit, and, like, the employees, like, they just shut it down. They were like, "What the fuck are you?"
That's too many people.
We-
If you're gonna play in like a hide and seek game in like a department store, you need like 100. You show up with 3,000 people, like they're calling the police.
Or at least have someone who's, like, running the hide and seek talk to someone at IKEA. They didn't even know this was going to happen.
Well, that's the fun
Well,
of
they
it.
wouldn't have let. They wouldn't have let.
Yeah,
them
why
do
would
that.
IKEA do that?
You're better off
You're
going
gonna
like-
fuck up my sales
You
on a
want
Saturday?
like 10 of your boys to like
Yeah.
a big place like that. Like that's do it.
That would be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Even 100's too much, but yeah,
Yeah.
like 20 people, something like that. Yeah, you get a game off
Yeah.
for a while at least.
They're nuts over in Scotland. You know what I mean? Ain't got nothing. The soccer and hide and seek.
Dude, did you dudes ever try a Zyn before?
No, it's very popular. I see it's like it's not like tobacco.
It's a bandit, but
It's a nicotine. There's no tobacco.
No tobacco, so it's straight nicotine, right?
Yeah.
The kids are into them.
Di-
They seem cool.
and
a
they're
minute.
pushing. And now here's the thing: on YouTube, you're not allowed to promote nicotine. So what they're doing on these podcasts is these dudes are pulling out these Zins, and then they're like, "You got to try one of these." And everyone's like, "Why the fuck are they doing it?" Because they're getting paid to do it. But it's not an advertisement. They're like forcing them on people.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
So it's just straight.
It's a nicotine pouch,
it's
It's not tobacco.
and you don't spit it; you swallow it, right?
yes.
Man, I'm hearing really good things, and like I'm looking to start something up.
Wasn't nicotine in tobacco?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
but
that's-
they got
They extracted.
They're
it.
saying
Yeah.
that tobacco is the bad. There's like studies saying nicotine's like good for you in like in certain amounts.
Who
So
said that? Fucking
Joe Rogan.
Philip
Joe
Morris
Rogan.
or
Joe
whatever.
Rogan.
And Joe Rogan, who was
Joe
also
Rogan had some
giving
guy.
out Zins to everybody.
Yeah, Joe Rogan had some guy on talking about how good nicotine was for you. I'm sold.
Oh, you sell me on anything.
Yeah, I bought the gum.
How is it?
Yeah, it sucked.
Pretty soon they're gonna be like, you know what? Like crack isn't that bad when you get to its pure form.
Right.
It's good for the
Sure.
heart.
Yeah. Right.
The problem is you're using tap water.
But yeah, there's I'd like to. I don't know anybody that does Zins. I'd like to try Zin, but I don't want to buy a tin of Zins either. I don't know. 41 walking around with
We'll
Zins.
talk. We'll talk. How about this next week?
Well, we
I'll
all Zin
splurge-
together?
I'll splurge. I'll buy a thing of Zins and we'll get Zinned up.
Dude, let's get Zinny.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah.
I might get sick if I.
Yeah, so I
They
know
say
that's
you
what I'm kind
don't.
of scared of. Yeah.
They say because there's no tobacco, so
I
you
don't
won't
know,
get
dude.
the dizzy.
The worst,
I did the chaw from Redman. I puked my life away.
dude. I did some wintergreen school one night back in fucking the early '90s or the mid '90s, and I had a case of Miller High Life. I bought a fucking tin of fucking wintergreen. As I'm being a fucking man tonight.
Yeah.
Throw that wintergreen in, dude. I got the spins like I've never got the spins before in my life. It ruined
Dude.
my whole. I gave my beer away.
Dude, I was
I
golfing-
was 17, and I gave a case of beer away. That's how sick I
I-
was. Like, dude, I don't want
we
this.
were drinking pure grain. I didn't even take one mouthful. It was me, Snuggles, and Screwy Louie.
Yeah, it was.
Dude,
I've never been so sick
I
before in
tried-
my life.
I bet you
left
guys
the
got a
foot-
ton of pussy that night.
We were like 15.
Watch out for those pussy
Okay,
killers.
dude, I took some of Yogi's peach stew. He's always made it look so good and
Yeah.
smell all right. I took a dip, and we were like golfing. I'm like, I gotta go home.
Yeah, right. It's
I
not
was like
like
laying in the car. Like,
it's horrible. Yeah, Yogi made it look cool. He had to put those fat dips in, but I did it once. I was like, okay, I'll never do that. I did the same thing with a cigarette, but it didn't make me as sick as the chew did. The chaw made me fucking feel horrible.
The one thing about the chewing the cigarettes, I remember when I was in rehab, I would like smoke cigarettes just because I needed to do something, and you only got to smoke cigarettes like 4 times a day. Dudes who chewed, you could just put chewing all day. And then one dude's like, you want to try, like, just put a little bit in. And I was like, dude, this is way better than smoking squares.
Yeah, you chewed for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I still do.
Oh, you still chew?
Yeah.
And you never zinned before.
No, I'm going to try it, though.
Nice. I bet you stay zinny after this.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, my one buddy like tweeted last week, this weekend, he was like, dude, a 6 milligram, and they come in milligrams too, so it's 3, 6, and I think 6 is the highest. I'm not 100% sure.
Is that what Rogan was
2,
giving
4,
to like
and 6.
2, 4, and 6.
to Kreischer and them?
Yeah, well, I think that was a different brand he's trying to promote, but yeah, same thing. I think Zins are 3 and 6.
Okay, you might be.
Yeah. So I think the Zins are 3 and 6, and he was like, man, a cinnamon Zin and a cup of coffee in the morning. Best combination ever. I was like, he probably feels like $1 million. So something to like really stimulate your a little cinnamon and stimulate your coffee.
I feel like I'm getting a heart palpitations just thinking about it.
That's a double stimulant.
I don't know if I'm down with that.
Nah, I need something. I need
grow
something.
up.
I need
I'd
to
rather
do
smoke a
something.
joint and drink coffee.
Smoke a
They
joint
go
through
down
the
a
shot.
speedball.
Yeah, there you go.
Shuley's like, I'd rather,
Half a park and we're on the way.
Shuley's like, I'd rather snort a rail and do a shot
grow
than
up.
try this nicotine crap. I mean, what am I, you trying to die?
Trust those things.
There might be fentanyl in them.
I want to do some voicemails.
Yep.
Hey guys, my name's Billy. I am in Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been listening about a year. The question is, I don't know the origin of
Nice.
Larry's name, Eagle Tits. I don't know if you guys could possibly talk about that at all, and some of the other things that have happened in the past that some of our newer listeners, such as myself, like Jack's new asshole. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Eagle Tits has a giant tattoo of an eagle on his titties.
Yeah.
Wing to wing, nipple to nipple.
Yeah, and like we never knew it about him, and like one day, like it's like he was wearing a V-neck, and you could see that beak of that fucking eagle just poking out, and we were like, dude, what is that? And he's like, it's my, this is a tattoo. We're like, dude, let's see it. And then it was a giant eagle just flapping its wings from tit to tit.
Yeah.
And Eagle Tits was born.
It was weird because like he had hammered probably 9 or 10 beers with Shuley, and he was doing shots of McQueen, and then he just like, dude, went skins, and I'm like, dude, oh my god, like that's a miraculous bird. It is a beautiful eagle. If we can get another, we'll get you liquored up before the end of February.
How many Patreon subscribers do we have?
We got around 60.
We ever get over 100, you're gonna see Eagle Tits.
Yeah, and if you want to see other tits, sign up for Patreon. 'Cause we
Yeah,
have-
double tit February.
Yeah.
And then my new asshole, I had a bad case of diverticulitis a couple years ago, and I had to get a bunch of my colon cut out, and I almost died and got really skinny and was in the hospital for a long time. So
Got a hanker-
yeah, it was in bad shape.
it got a hankering
It's
for
not as
Dilaudid.
funny.
Yeah.
It's not as funny as the Eagle Tits
It's
story.
almost took me completely out. But then, that's why we say we have a new asshole, because, I had to rock a shit bag for 3 months. It was a whole thing. So, but that's where
I'm
that
gonna
comes
spit
from.
That beer all over the
Yeah.
fucking kid.
Dude, I was thinking about the shit bag today for some reason, and I was like, man, that was fucking crazy.
I don't miss that.
No, I do miss the Dilaudid that I was on for those 3 months. I think about that like weekly, probably like 2 or 3 times a week. I think about the Dilaudid.
We spoke about that.
Yeah, we're literally
today.
talking about Dilaudid today at work. I love Dilaudid. I wish I could do it. It's pretty much a synthetic heroin.
First
Like-
thing I said,
Sell
I
that
said,
in a
Jack,
Zin can.
Yeah,
I said, Jack, I get it.
yeah.
Been there, my friend.
I get it.
They gave it to you, Shuley, right?
Yeah,
Or they
yes.
gave you fentanyl, actually.
No, they were giving me Dilaudid.
Oh, really?
And I lost my soul after that, dude, for like 3 days.
Yeah, it's really cool. I wish I could do it and be a functional adult, but you really can't.
That's
Tom
the thing.
Segura actually has a bit about it where he talks about how he misses Dilaudid and all that shit, and I totally totally understand there, 'cause that shit. I mean, I would imagine it's just synthetic heroin.
Yeah,
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, as a guy that used to do heroin all the time, I still miss heroin once in a while. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Fuck those ends. We're doing DeLaunay next week.
Yeah, I feel
It'll be the last show.
Yeah.
But like, fucking.
Who makes the lawn? Do they want to sponsor the podcast?
Yeah, we'll meet up. We'll podcast from Renova Street next week.
Yo, Big John from Virginia Beach. I haven't called in a little while, and I got a lot to say. I could tell you about taking my one son up to Pittsburgh for the Cincinnati game, his first game. What a fucking game that was. Kid's totally hooked now. Or I could tell you about why I'm doing damp January, because I drank fucking 10 out of 11 days over the holidays. Or when I'm forced, boys, I'm forced to address Chuck Diesel and his fucking pussy take on duck sauce. I mean, duck sauce is for broads and little kids. Back up, Chuck Diesel. Everybody knows it's all about the hot mustard and the soy sauce. Anyways, boys, love the pod. Also, ran into your boy Bill Crawford at one of the tailgates at that Steelers game. Talked to him about the podcast for a little bit. Real nice guy. Anyways, boys, love the pod. Take it easy.
Big John, thanks, brother. Yeah, Bill's a big fan of ours, so I'm sure he's
Sure,
excited.
Bill Crawford loves
talking about us.
Loves talking about Greenfield's Finest podcast.
Yep, he's a big fan. He's a nice kid, that Bill. So
we're trying to help him
out as much as we can.
Who's Chuck Diesel?
Chuck Diesel's our boy from the West Mifflin area. He's a fan.
Chuck, he comes to all the comedy shows.
Oh, that's right.
He called in last week and he said duck sauce is number one.
Duck sauce. Okay.
Yeah.
Over everything.
Like I said, I do it all on the egg roll. I had one on Sunday
triple
night.
Combo.
I do it all. I like the hot mustard. I love the soy sauce, and I love the duck. Yeah, I love the sweetness. I don't know. I can't hate on duck sauce. It's fucking delicious. It's the same as it's sweet and sour sauce. It's the same shit, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty close to me.
Yeah, it's good. We got it right. We got 5 voicemails.
Yes, sir. Boys, this is Gary from Baldwin. So this weekend, my wife, she's out of town. She left with the 2-year-old for a couple days. And it's Friday. She left. I'm like, fuck yeah, man, dude. The weekend's fucking perfect. Like, we can watch the NFC Championship game. It's me and my 11-year-old homie. Like, we're really good fucking friends. So I thought. Before Sunday, what we did is my buddy from KO invited us over to watch the Royal Rumble. I'm thinking, hell yeah. Man, dude, that sounds like a good time. He has a son that's the same age as mine. They're friends. And so I had a couple beers, and I'm thinking, dude, you can't drive. You got to Uber with the kids. So we get there, and fucking Royal Rumble is playing, and this dude comes downstairs with a fucking piece of chocolate. I'm like, dude, THC, this is going to be fun. But it was a good time. We had a good time. Got fucking here. So about 2 hours go by, and I go, hey, that weed ain't really, working. I don't feel it. He's like, weed? That was mushrooms. In my head, I'm like, oh, fuck, here comes the shit storm. That shit starts fucking, hitting. I'm like, hey, bud, we got to get home. We got to get the fuck out of here. We got to get an Uber. And this phone looks like a fucking tablet. You get in the car, the Uber starts going the wrong fucking way. Turns out I probably didn't put it in right. And my son, who's 11, had to fucking captain us home. We make it home. We're home for the night. This is awesome. Get into bed. I snuggle with him. And then, I fall asleep, obviously. And then in the morning, I look at my phone, and there's pictures of me fucking sleep. I thought we were on the same fucking team. How can you do this to me? It just, that pisses me off so bad. I stood up for that kid so many times.
So
wait, so he sent them to your wife, I'm assuming?
I think they were just on his phone.
Just on his. If he just took pictures of you past that,
That's
trimmed out of your mind, that's funny.
Yeah.
If he's just like, dude, look at you last night, Dad.
Yeah, if he sent them to mom, that's
he sent them to mom, not cool.
Yeah, it's
Not
not cool.
yet. Not yet, till he needs his allowance raised.
Dude, I thought he was. I misheard that in the middle of that story, and I thought he said his 11-year-old came down with a piece of chocolate and ate that. I was like, oh my God.
Tell your 11-year-old
That's
fucking
when he
his hookup.
when he first said
with their kid.
when he first says 11-year-old homie, I'm like, who the fuck is listening to this podcast? I didn't realize it was his kid in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was your son.
Yeah, dude, tripping with your son, that doesn't sound fun. Edible, that's one thing. You could ride that wave, but like those shrooms, they could get a grip on you, and you hit a couple of them waves. I don't think I want old LJ right. I'll tell you that.
What's wrong with your pupils, Dad?
Yeah, like, dude, I don't know.
Why are you giggling for no reason, Dad?
Wonder what that Uber driver was thinking when the 11-year-old had to take over the command.
He lucky he didn't call CYS.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. 'Cause I get it, buddy. I've been there before.
That's a good story, though. Thanks for calling, brother.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What's up, boys? Joe from Derry. Just glad that D-Bird didn't get raped, and glad he wasn't swatting. We were all nervous about that, and I just wanted to reach out and say I'm thinking about you guys. Glad everything's okay. Anyways, talk to you soon.
What's swatting?
Oh, remember whenever the SOS thing went on my phone?
Oh, yeah. Got it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't get raped, and the police like pretty much just showed up and seen us. And
what were you doing in Derry? How many people? Like, what kind of? Were you at another VFW or something like that?
it was no, it was volunteer fire department for Derry volunteer fire department. It was like, dude, it was all like I'd say all fucking Derry was there. That's how I felt. Like there was 350 people there, and I'll say this: they were all. It was probably one of the best crowds I ever had. Like I was just saying dumb shit about wearing cologne, and they were dying.
They were eating it up, huh? They need something to laugh about out there in Derry.
I thought. I mean, I walked off stage. I thought I was Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Oh, that's good.
Fuck yeah.
What's up, boys? Kenny. So I'm Kenny. Full show. We know that. I leave voicemails. Very proud of my body of work, but I don't have too big of an ego to say that Gary from Baldwin last week left the funniest fucking voicemail in the history of the podcast. There's no doubt about it. That shit was so fucking funny. When him and his wife, he's yelling at his wife, and then he goes on to complain about his wife. I'm thinking it's funny. We all know couples like that. It's fucking great. The joke about his dad was hilarious. I get it. Now, it's really funny if it's out of love for your dad, obviously. If you actually hate your dad and think that, maybe you need some therapy. But it's fucking hilarious because I'm sure your dad raised you that way. He raised you right, and he would love that joke, too. It's fucking hilarious. Now, as far as your wife not thinking you're funny, who gives a shit? You gotta have some confidence in yourself, Gary. You're obviously a funny dude. She don't think you're funny. That's her problem. Tell her it takes 27 muscles to frown and only 4 to smile. And get a sense of humor, Who gives a shit what your wife thinks? Great voicemail.
Wait till you hear Gary's story this week, Ken.
Yeah.
You're going to love it.
Wait, was that the same Gary?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, so Gary's been on fire.
Yeah.
That was a really good voicemail from Kenny, though. That was funny. Kenny's back.
Real quick, everyone, I wanted to say thank you to Emily Moyer. She upgraded from the $5 silver tier to our $10 big dick, big boob tier on Patreon. So a $10 subscriber.
What's that get you?
You get
everything.
No, it's just you're trying to help the podcast.
Do you think
more.
Emily might have wanted that information out there, or full government?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's her profile name.
You don't.
It's not anonymous.
She's just trying to support the podcast work. You don't but we wanted to give her a shout out for
Thanks,
doing
Emily.
that. Thanks, Emily. We appreciate it. Also, guys, we love the voicemails. Keep them coming. The voicemail number is 412-438-8358. That's 412-438-8358. Call, leave a voicemail. We love the voicemails. It's one of the best parts of the show. And I think we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Hey everybody, Eagle Tits here. Time for your favorite part of the show, the ads. Our sponsors help keep the show going, so if anybody that we talk about interests you, please go show them support. Alright, let's get into this. Located in the heart of Pittsburgh's South Side, 12 Whiskey Barbecue features 100 bottle craft beers and 28 drafts from local and indie brewers. Their kitchen's open late and they have a crazy good menu. On top of that, they have events at the bar as well as offer catering. Birthdays, weddings, business events, and more, they've got you covered. Check them out at 12pgh.com or visit them at 1222 East Carson Street. That's TWELVEPGH.com. Primetime Appliance. You've heard us talk about them before. Their company puts the customer first. They're punctual and they take their time to get the job done right the first time. Cooktop repair, dishwasher repair, dryer repair, electric appliance repair, freezer repair, gas appliance repair, refrigerator repair, washer repair. I could go on all day. Have an emergency? Call them at 412-896-1395 or visit them at primetimeappliance.com. Do you love hot sauce? Do you love the city of Pittsburgh? Then why not try a sauce made right here in the city? That's right, I'm talking about Artie's Hot Sauce. Our buddy Artie currently has 7 sauces available. He has Arbol and Sandy, Habanero Island, Teriyaki Thai, Pizza Shop, Sweet Jalapeno, Hoppin' Jalapeno, Triple Pepper Fret, and Hot and Sour Serrano. All crafted with no artificial flavors, with hand-picked selections of chili peppers that guarantee an unforgettable culinary adventure. What are you waiting for? Visit artieshotsauce.com. ARTIES hotsauce.com. Nothing beats a local neighborhood butcher. Locally sourced, pasture-raised, nose-to-tail meats, they connect the farmer to provide customers with the best beef, lamb, chicken, and pork that Western Pennsylvania has to offer. The craft of whole animal butchery requires respect for both the animal and the customer. Come see the difference that makes. Visit them at 5151 Butler Street, Pittsburgh, PA 15201, or check out their website at fatbutcher.com. Let's talk Carlson and Associates Real Estate Services. Located in Pittsburgh's South Side, they specialize in all aspects of real estate business, including residential and commercial sales, residential and commercial leasing, multifamily investment, historic buildings, and development in and around the city. Have a question about home buying, selling, or rentals? Give them a call at 412-431-1718 or visit them at casouthside.com. That's casouthside.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into Corner Dick of the Week, Moneyline. Who be Corner Dicking this week?
Alyssa Milano from, what show is it?
Who's the Boss? Tony Danza.
Yeah, Tony Danza's daughter. And then she did a couple other things. She was in
Witch
the Witch Show. I think she do Playboy.
Yeah, she's been naked before.
Yeah, well, she is raising money for her kids' baseball team on a GoFundMe, and she got crushed for it because she's supposed to be rich. Her net worth was to say $10 million. That ain't a ton of loot. Alyssa's been in the game for a long time. I don't know.
Pay for fucking Little League for $10 million.
No, but I'm saying
it's like
send
for
all
the
kids,
like the whole team to Cooperstown for like a tournament. I don't know if that's on her to pick that bill up.
But I said, dude, the smartest thing to do, like she was in Playboy, start a fucking OnlyFans.
Yeah, but you got kids and shit. You don't want to start an OnlyFans.
Well, if you want them to go to Cooperstown, you do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
That's your answer to everything, though.
What the fuck? I'm being real. Like, why should I just donate money? Why should all of the public just donate money just so you can take your
Well,
fucking...
there's always fundraising for baseball.
But for fucking, like, middle-class people. But I'm talking, when you got rich people, she ain't the only rich person in that fucking
You're probably
league.
right. It's probably a wealthy area, I would imagine.
Shit, I got an idea, guys. I have a lot of social media. I'm going to put it out there. We're going to get a GoFundMe going, and none of us will have to pay for it. They're all probably fucking doctors, lawyers, millionaires. You know what? Grow up, show your tits, flick your bean, make $11 a month, and get 1,000 people to sign up. You make $11,000 and get them.
Everybody's going to Cooperstown.
Everybody's going to Cooperstown.
Everybody's going.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm just sick of these.
I don't
people.
think a GoFundMe's the right thing. Like, go sell baseball tickets door to door, like we did. Do something. Like, you gotta hustle something if you're like fundraising.
Exactly. Rob the local community.
And that brings up like a very valid point about you saying how we used to. So like when we were growing up, we used to get I think it was like 40 or 50 tickets. You go door to door, have to sell each ticket, $1. And usually people buy them, no problem at all. A lot of kids did. Girl Scouts sold cookies door to door. People just sold shit door to door. I get. Nowadays, it's like parents go online and they're like
the hustle's gone.
The influence, like there's like influencers now who have like kids and they're like buy my daughter's Girl Scout cookies. And then their daughter crushes it because her mom got fucking 700,000 Instagram followers because she showed like a quarter of her butthole one time. And it's like
she's on the Real Housewives of Utah.
Yeah, and she sold fucking 19,000 batches of fucking, what's the coconut one? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just sick of that shit. Like, make them fucking, like, not make the kids, but it's good for kids to, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we got to do it so we can pay to play for baseball.
I had to do it to eat. Not any of I never sold a fucking ticket and gave any of that money to the GBA. That money went into my pocket so I'd go to Subway and get a fucking footlong for $2.99. I literally would walk down to McGee every day and sell I would try to sell 4 tickets so I could get a fucking footlong, the cold cut trio, and a half gallon of tea for 4 beans.
I definitely sold expired tickets before.
Yeah.
After like the drawing already happened, and you catch people slipping, not really looking at it. And I did that so I could go buy a Charlie Ward jersey to wear to Kennywood. That 100% happened.
And dude, I'll tell you a funny ticket story. So like the Donardos, there's 4 Donardos that are are good friends, and they would get their 50 tickets each. Well, like Dino didn't realize that these were just as good as money. So I was like, dude, I'll buy your tickets off you. He's like, yeah, right. I was like, I'll give you $10 for them. So he sold me like a bunch of tickets for $10. And then like his brother came home and was like, said something like, where's all the tickets at? He's like, dude, fucking Z-Bird bought them for $10.
What an idiot.
He's like, what an idiot. He's like, you fucking asshole. He was like, dude, they're worth $1 a piece. They're as good as cash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
they weren't hard to sell.
I was balling that summer. I was eating footies every day, half gallons of tea. You know what I mean? I was like living my best life. I do think I cut him back in on him, like, dude, because like all of his brothers got pissed at him.
You bumped up from the 3-inch round to a 6-inch.
Yeah, dude, I used to get the 3-inch round cheese sandwich because it was 99 cents.
Extra everything. I remember it was extra everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell did you just order?
I was a poor.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough money to get a personal pan pizza. I didn't have enough money to get 6 inches of sandwich. I got a 3-inch round cheese.
My move, I had an aunt and uncle that really looked out for me, and they were always driving up and down the Ave. So I would just like sit on the Ave until I like saw one of them, and they would see me like sitting on the corner and like give me $5-10. I'm like, all right, I'm good for the day, and then like go on. But like it was fucking like there'd be times like, all right, they should be coming by any time now. Where they at?
I hope they're okay.
Yeah, I really need that 10.
It cracks me up too. Like thinking about now, like I mean, we're fucking in our 40s, but like dudes who would go get us beer that were like adults, they would like run into the one bar.
I couldn't imagine getting a kid.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Someone asked me a kid asked me to give him cigarettes the other day. I was like, fuck no. And I didn't say fuck. I was like, nah, dude. And but
it's
I'm
crazy how your perspective changes.
It was normal back then.
But dude, they would walk into the bar with a bunch of ones. Get
maybe.
Sometimes change. Get the 40s and then drop them off on the side door. Our one friend who played, it was a year old, like half a year older than us, literally went from a Pony League game in his uniform into the bar and bought us 40s.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Dude, walking out of Pickles with 12 40s is definitely like...
You're the man.
Well,
Nerve-wracking, too, because you're on the...
I didn't do it.
You're on the,
I couldn't believe dudes were
but
doing
you're also
it.
on the Ave, so you could see anybody.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, the same aunt and uncle, my parents.
Right.
You guys are sitting in front of Pickles waiting for beer. What else would you be doing?
Yeah, we would sit across, like, right next door,
You know,
waiting for someone we knew.
Z-Bird would ask anybody.
Dude, I'll tell you, that's one thing about me. Yeah, I mean, the good Lord blessed me with the ability to just go up to anybody and just be like, listen, can you grab us a couple 40s? And most of the time they would.
How many? Like, we need 20.
Yeah, like, what do you need, 3 or 4? Like, no, 16.
and then they just put the cooler on the side door, and they sold them that way that one summer. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You just go knock on the door a little bit and be like, hey, the cooler's here. How many hurricanes do you need?
You talking about Yo Brew?
Yeah, I tried to venture into selling alcohol out of my house. I remember that I was selling 40s.
Drank a lot of your product, no?
Yeah, got high on my own supply.
Yeah.
It wasn't very profitable. Well, I got like
For a minute, it was.
yeah. I
We
but
had
like
some good times. Tyler.
it was funny more, but like there was not really like a big profit margin. You know what I mean? Because I was getting.
You drank for free.
Yeah, I drank for free because I would drink. Dude, I drank 3 Hurricanes. I'd piss my pants. I was good.
Yeah, that was good. Dude, from my house to your house was such like an uphill like hike. And I'm like, there's no way I'm walking all the way up to Yobru, dude. I'm like, it's so like I can't take that Bigelow fucking
I started delivering.
mountain. Yeah.
And then that's when I started making money because dudes would be like, dude, they would be like, I'm going to a high school football game tonight. If you could put these 40s in my shed, I'll give you an extra $15. So I'd like fucking bicycle down, like,
Clanking 40s.
Just like begging, like I'd have to stuff like towels in there so they wouldn't hit off each other, put the beer in there.
Hoping no one's parents saw you.
Didn't really care. I didn't even have a dad, so I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So I would just go down there.
Who are you gonna tell?
Yeah, you're going to tell my mom she's at the bar playing a cherry machine doing gaggers. You know what I mean?
Corn Dick Mahomes and Travis Kelce fucking with Tucker, Justin Tucker's helmet and his kicking gear, warming up before the game. What is Tucker doing here? I feel like kickers are always doing this. They're like during the band's trying to play and kickers are kicking, and he's literally in the middle of the warm ups here, and
Mahomes is a kind of like I wish I could hear what Mahomes was saying, and like, I think Tucker's what, a 17-year veteran. I think Mahomes just got that dog and it was like, just get away from me, dude. Get away from me.
I mean, dude, it's right in the middle there, and I get it. Like he has to warm
I
up.
love how he threw it right
there. Threw his shit, and you have that whole other side. But I guess if you're going to be kicking that way, I don't know how kickers really warm up. So I never really understood
Right,
like
who's in the wrong?
Who's in the wrong here? I'm assuming like it might be like one of those gray areas where neither of them are. But like that's a wild move. Like he's a foot away from like Mahomes throwing like lasers, dude.
You don't think Tucker's so confident about himself that he's just trying to get in his
little
brain?
head game? Yeah, I'm sure that's part of it too.
Yeah, because I
think that's what it is.
But like I don't know. It seems like Mahomes is the last dude you want to piss off in the playoffs. Like,
obviously they beat the shit out of him. So
yeah. It was Kelce tossed his helmet. It was getting a little. That game was getting chippy, dude. It was definitely getting chippy. TikTok prankster who fucked with our boy Eddie. We talked about that viral video of our one friend Eddie going viral. We had a guy come up and like fake or rap to him and started saying crazy swear words in front of his kids. Ed didn't take it too kindly and gave the dude a business a little bit. And then so this dude is now going viral again, not with Eddie, but another prank where he is pouring fake gasoline. He has a gas container filled up with water, and he's dumping it on people's trucks like he's gonna light their truck on fire. It's not going great for him. He got chased by one dude. Then he had another like Vietnam vet looking type guy pull a gun on him.
Oh yeah. I love.
Fuck you, pussy. Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
this dude, something bad's gonna happen to this kid.
Now listen,
and I won't feel bad
at all.
I don't wish bad on no one. I hope someone shoots this dude.
Yeah.
Now, if you see somebody doing that and you shoot them, or you like,
I think if you shoot them while they're pouring gasoline in their car, you're good.
Because they're trying to kill you.
Like you don't know what the fuck's going on.
you're gonna light my car on fire.
Now, if he pours the gasoline and kind of runs away and you shoot him in the back, it's getting a little gray area.
Yeah, don't be a
But
coward.
like now, like if that dude would have popped out of his truck, dude's pouring gasoline on his car, and he shoots him, he's completely right.
There was another video too where the dude did the same shit to another guy, and the dude chased him at the Home Depot. There was 2 videos.
Yeah.
Listen, that dude, he was ready to put some shit in him.
He was ready to go.
I do with a shot.
He was ready to go. Yeah.
And he had every
said,
right to.
You almost died, you stupid son of a bitch, which is like completely the right reaction.
You're gonna die for a TikTok video?
Yeah.
And that's where and I'm not gonna like group all of youth with that, but there's just fucking people out there that are doing anything right now. He did it to our boy. He did it to this dude. Someone is gonna fuck
They
him
think
up.
life isn't real.
Do you
They
think
it's
like younger
all
kids are
TikTok
watching
and,
this and thinking like this dude's the man? Like we're
No.
old as fuck.
He gotta have somewhat of a following.
Yeah, I mean, is there just like everybody just like this kid's so stupid? Like
Or they follow
viral's
him 'cause they want
viral.
to see him get his fucking teeth
Views
kicked
are
in.
views.
People or
I'd love to see him get
more
his teeth
enlightened.
kicked
People are more enlightened to watch for the misery and for the drama than they are for like, hey, this dude's awesome. I think they're waiting for something really fucked up to happen to this dude. Like he's gonna get fucked up, and like people are gonna talk about it, be like, hey, dude, he got a gun pulled on him. He almost got killed. Watch this.
Yeah, right. Yeah, May Greenfield's on his podcast. Woman
Now
stabs.
he's famous.
Woman stabs boyfriend 100 times and kills him. Blames it on the weed. Judge gives her 2 years probation. 2 different justice systems, rich and poor.
I put that.
Is that your little tagline there?
Yeah, it is true. There's 2 different justice systems, one for the rich and one for the poor.
So she's saying she had a bad reaction to like an edible or something like that, and she just went
hit.
A bong hit, went nuts, and
stabbed her boyfriend 100 times.
100 times.
Over
that
100.
is so much stabbing.
Think about stabbing. I don't know. I never stabbed anyone. You think of stabbing someone once and then do it 99 more times.
Dude, it's like this.
Right. And like, I'm not saying she didn't lose her mind on drugs.
She looks like a cuckoo as it is.
Right. But I'm saying, like, in my head, I'm like, was there another drug involved here?
Or did he cheat
How
on
do
her?
you get
and
2
she-
years probation for that?
That's what I fucking said.
That can't be right.
It's 100%. It's on the internet. That's why I said there's 2 different justice systems. One for her, who's fucking filthy rich. Her parents are fucking millionaires.
They live in Laguna Beach.
And people and poors who go to jail for stuff they don't even
His
do.
family ain't rich?
Oh, he's got a picture by the ocean. That's rich to me.
Yeah, he got that loose ass shirt though.
Feel bad
He
for.
got
I mean,
that
dude,
bacon
if
neck.
I'm that dude's parents, I'm fucking livid.
Yeah.
How do you get 2 years probation out of this?
That's just so many. 108 times. That's just like that's
She
what.
looks-
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, what's all the marks on her neck? Was she?
Yeah, it's was he beating her up or something?
There's nothing. The only thing that I read was California fatally stabs boyfriend.
She might be a cutter. I mean,
Well, I'm sure he tried to get her get her
Yeah.
off her when he was getting stabbed 108 times. Like, hey, babe, cut it out.
Hey,
Game's
stop.
over.
It's not funny anymore.
How many times do you think you get you get stabbed by your lady to figure out like, oh man, she's ready to go the distance for this one?
Once.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, I think like at first I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing? What the
Yeah.
yeah.
If it takes Lenny stabbing you 3 times before you realize,
Well, you're not
it's
say you're not
serious.
expecting it.
You ever
Like
get stung by a bee? You're like, I've been stung by both. Yeah.
Yeah, you ever
Then you
touch
start
some-
running once you get hit multiple
You ever touch
times.
something hot?
I get stung by one bee. I run. Yeah, if I,
I
get
think the
shanked-
first stab, I'd be like
Jack's
caught off guard. Like, hey,
laughing.
what are you doing there?
Hey,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here! You get stabbed once, you're gonna. Come on, you'd freak the fuck out. If
I think it would. But I think I'd be so caught off guard. Like, dude,
If you
what-
didn't see it coming. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
for
saying
sure.
like, she's pissed off at me. She charges me with a knife. Like, no, it's stabbing's
Yeah, I'm
coming.
running.
But if she just sitting next to me and like hits me when I'm like, oh, what's going on here? Then it's like boom,
thought
boom,
it-
and like, oh, okay.
You thought it was an aggressive hug.
I'd be like, if Addie like started stabbing me, I'm pretty sure by the second stab I'd be on the move.
Yeah. But I'm saying the first one, I don't know. I'd be like, oh,
You're right, because you're not expecting that stab.
Right, you're not expecting your like wife or girlfriend to like stab you for no reason.
That's your guy's problem.
Who do you think's the most likely to get stabbed by their lady on here?
I don't know,
I
man.
don't
I
know,
say
yeah.
surely.
I
I really
would say
can't.
me.
Yeah.
And that's
Rosa don't drink anymore though, right? So
Well, you know what? That's a double-edged sword right there.
yeah, a
itself,
little
my
too.
friend.
Yeah.
Wow, she takes everything
She
so
got-
serious.
she got
Everything,
some-
I take everything personal.
Everything's fucking serious now.
She got some street in her.
Yeah, Rose.
I see
about
Rose
that
again.
life.
And I think
Rose
she's.
about that life,
let's not
dude.
say. I mean, I don't want to, statute limitation, but I'm pretty sure she stabbed someone before.
Yeah. Only once, and guess what? He was like, "Oh my God, she just stabbed me in the forehead."
Rosa did a stab.
Oh,
That's
this is all
that's a
alleged.
change of
It's all
time.
alleged.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I mean she's from
So,
Seatown.
No, she Brookline, right?
Banksville.
She's from Banksville.
But that's
She was
that's-
repping BK though. dude.
Okay. I mean, Leanie's from Brighton Heights. I can't really see her doing any stabbing though.
we don't
wasn't
know. We
a
don't know enough
stabbing
about
per
Eagle Tits'
se.
lady. She might stab the fuck
You
out.
think you
of
get a stab in Eagle Tits? Yeah, that's your kink.
Wait,
She's
wait,
a cutter.
wait.
She makes that eagle bleed.
Yeah.
Here's
You're a wild man, Eagle
Here's
Tits.
like,
You
it
know
takes
that?
me 8 times to. That's my limit.
She
Then I know she's mad.
She slices the hair off his gooch.
Ew. Oakmont bakery owner accused of stealing strawberries. Who gives a fuck? This isn't on this guy. So the dude that owns the Oakmont bakery said he was at Walmart had a little mishap
It's
with
his
this
brother in
scanning.
arms.
Yeah, it's brother in arms. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm fucking yeah. So this dude, I think he goes to Walmart like a ton, and he went to go like scan some strawberries, missed some strawberries, and Walmart's trying to pin it on him. Like, dude, Walmart, hire more employees and have them scan your fucking products, and don't put on this older gentleman who has to worry about if he fucking paid for his strawberries and blueberries or not, dude.
And the thing that makes me mad about this is like you got a guy like that, dude. That Oakmont Bakery, they do so much for that fucking community. Not only that,
Top tier bakery in Pittsburgh.
Probably the best bakery. And not only that, it's not like he scanned strawberries and walked out with a fucking plasma TV.
Right,
He was
right.
like I would have tried to do. It was like he was scanning strawberries, they didn't scan, and it falls on fucking Walmart.
It really does. And the produce is the hardest thing to ring up while you're self-checking out.
Because you
not
have to
even
do it
close.
yourself.
You have to do it yourself. So
Have you
not
ever tried to find it and you can't
That's
find
what-
it?
yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I don't
your
work here.
strawberries. I agree.
Eat my dick, Walmart.
Yeah,
You
like
don't
that
go
dude
to
needs
Oak-
to steal.
Right.
Yeah, you don't go to Oakmont Bakery and they tell you to make the fucking cookies. They're
Definitely
already made.
not. Yeah, like, hey, like,
Exactly.
let's all big. Oh, you want a cake? Come bake it, Chuck. Like, what?
We fully support the Oakmont Bakery owner, and we know you're not a thief, and Walmart's a bunch of pieces of
And then listen,
corporate
if you don't
shit.
like paying for your fruit, you don't like paying for your fruit either. Who gives a fuck?
He doesn't
Right.
steal. How many did he buy? If he bought like,
I think he's there a lot.
he probably bought like 20 packs.
At
He's doing it
least.
to bake.
Right.
Yeah, he got away with one
Pay for
free.
15, you take 5.
Right. Put it in your. It's those strawberries are priced for a little bit of theft. So like
Yeah.
you know
Probably
what I
seen
mean?
a couple
He's
bad
eating it
ones in
out.
there, you know what I mean?
All right. Like, but they're having like older people like worried about if they scan their produce and shit. Get like and like, fuck you.
If he's an Italian, he took all the bad ones out and put them in one and took that home with him.
That's so
dude.
fucking true.
Yeah, yeah.
Elderly woman leaves $2.8 million to her cat because her kids didn't visit her while she was ill.
Dude, that's I mean, that's
Dude, if
the
you know
lesson learned.
if you know your parents are sitting on 2.8, you got to get your ass over there.
That-
You know what I mean? Like, dude,
Yeah.
you can't take that risk.
You might want to call once a day.
Yeah, hey, everything
Mom,
good?
Mom, everything good? How's the cat doing?
Yes.
Good.
Need me to go to John Eagle or
Uber
something?
eats her.
Yeah.
Something.
So when
How's
that,
it hanging? You're not feeling too good? Okay. This is me calling.
You need a ride to the doctor?
Yeah.
when the cat, so like I've seen a movie, or I've seen a documentary where a dog got left $100 million, and then the handler kind of like goes with the dog everywhere. I wonder the same situation with this. Like the cat will have a handler, and then like has to take the cat everywhere. The cat obviously doesn't make decisions in that, but like lives the
There's
lap
an
of luxury.
executor of.
What the hell
like,
happens when the
cat's
cat
money.
dies?
They get in. Oh, you. So when I watched that documentary about the dog, it's in the will to buy another fucking dog.
Oh.
So the dog.
Well,
died.
yeah, you figure if you're
Right,
the
but-
handler, you're poisoning that fucking dog.
But you're living the life. Like if
That-
the cat has fucking $1 million accommodations, you're not sleeping in a tent outside.
Dude, the dog one, you gotta watch it. It was on Netflix. The dude got jammed up. He was like having big good old fashioned coke parties.
Meth parties.
No,
good for
just
him.
coke, but it was like coke and prostitutes, and apparently the dog wasn't into that. And they find out like that he was embezzling the money. Who would have thought he was robbing a dog? But like, I'm just like, this.
Yeah, but you gotta go a little at a time with that.
And then, but it was in the thing. If the dog died, there was a backup dog. They by the thing they were on like the fourth dog of like the same type of dog. They were on the fourth dog, so that way, no matter what, it continues on. And no one gets the money but the dog and the handler.
Jeez.
But the handler lives like a king.
Right, but he overdosed pretty quick. I'm
Who?
assuming.
No,
The
he was
handler,
ju-
he
he-
was having coke and prostitute parties.
Well, no, he was fine. He was just having a good time. But
Having a little fun.
Yeah, he might have had a liquid IV, but I mean that was about it.
Woman arrested in Thailand for having a pet lion drive in a car with her. This is
can't
some
do
Thailand
anything
shit.
anymore.
Yeah, jeez. Like, look at that. That seems like that's not even that big of a lion.
It's a cub.
Yeah. You really can't do anything. People need to mind their fucking
Yeah.
business, dude.
That's
Look at
pretty
that
awesome.
guy.
That's
And-
pretty
and-
awesome
yeah.
picture.
And
You're in Thailand, probably Bangkok or some shit. Like, dude, shit
There's
happens
a
over here.
lot worse stuff going on in Thailand from what I've seen on some documentaries than lions driving around in Bentleys.
Yeah, what's she in a? Yeah, she's in a Bentley. It got the nice red guts with the fucking lion in it. That's great.
And
that might be a little rough on the upholstery.
Yeah.
She gives a fuck. She got a pet lion.
Yeah, you're really right.
If you look at that line, unfortunately, you could tell it's
a little declawed.
Yeah.
You got to declaw. Listen, if you're gonna have your line driving around under your Bentley, you got to declaw it.
Yeah, that is true.
Probably got a dope
That's the price you pay if you're a lion that gets to drive around in a Bentley. But that boy, let people do what they want to live. Do how they want to live.
My dog saw this. I'd be so sad.
But I've been driving around this Arcadia for
I got her
years.
back in the Arcadia. Dude. My kid's got fucking popcorn from his 30s in it, dude.
We had a plane forced to turn around because dude couldn't stop farting. So this dude was farting so bad. It was making people ill, right?
Yeah, people were getting sick and they were throwing up. So the plane had to turn around, and I don't know what they did. It never explained what they did with the dude, but it was all due to a dude farting. Like, imagine being that dude. Like, I mean, how fucking embarrassing that is.
That'd be tough.
How bad? Like, what was going on inside of your guts, though?
You fucked up.
He might have been on a bender.
And is it like this is like the fucking third or fourth like bowel movement or
it's usually
plane
shits.
ride?
Yeah, it's
What's
usually
going
shits.
on? What the fuck's going on with the world?
But the thing, you'd think at some point he would have just hit the restroom, locked the door, and just farted into the toilet and let it suck out.
It's kind of what you have to. If you got the farts on that, you gotta get on the move on that plane. You gotta be getting up. You gotta be going down aisles. Like shoot, you gotta crop dust. You can't just be sitting there and.
If they stink that bad, go shit, buddy.
Yeah,
or
you
just
probably gotta
hide
poop.
out there.
But I don't always subscribe to that. People are like you're farting bad. Like go into the toilet. Like dude, I'm not gonna poop. I just got the farts. You know.
Yeah.
But if they're coming out, hot,
Jack, Jesus Christ.
If they're
probably
warm,
yeah.
There's something on the
you
way.
gotta poop.
there's something in the oven baking.
If they're warm, if you have to turn a plane around, we're talking warm farts.
100%.
Like hot,
He
warm
should've
farts.
just been taking a shit.
And like, dude, you get on a plane, that shit. I mean, that's lingering.
There was nowhere to go.
It's all
Nowhere to go.
recycled air.
Recycling that fart
Yeah,
all
so
around
like
the cabin.
you literally recycled that fart for just 39 times. Just
Everybody got pink eye. on
I
the
haven't
fucking
smelled too many
plane.
farts on planes. You think you probably like smell
All the
more
time.
farts? No, you think yeah.
People try to be decent.
Yeah, we live in a
human beings
society.
in a capsule.
Yeah.
Can't do
Yeah, I can
that.
honestly say I never like let a stinker off on a plane that I can recall.
I can imagine one being let off, though. I mean,
Oh, dude,
Yeah, shit happens.
yeah.
The one time my girls were both sick and they were like fucking 6 months old and they were shitting like
No.
liquid. And it was brutal. They were both sick. We ran out of diapers, dude. It was,
Oh my!
and this poor guy.
What do you
next
do
to
when
me-
you run out of diapers?
No, we didn't. We ran out of diapers after we got off the plane in the airport.
Oh,
So
okay.
then we just started using blankets. And
Yeah, just
throw
wrapping
shit
them
away.
up.
Like use it, throw it away, because they were just like running through them. Dude. It was
Oh
brutal.
man, that's rough.
Brutal.
Especially because you got they're twins. You got
Yeah.
double the poop.
And we couldn't even sit like with each other. We had to sit like next to each other. This poor guy, he was like a Chinese dude, and he didn't speak no English. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Can I buy you a drink? Dude, like,
Yeah.
He was like, no. I'm like, dude, please get drunk with me.
Did he let you buy him a drink?
No, he didn't do nothing. He was cool, man.
The New York mayor anti-gun video for children. This
is
is
great.
like this a couple weeks ago. This is the most bizarre video I've ever seen before in my life.
We'll watch some of this.
What I'd like to show here is to empower parents on how to search a room inside their home. The jewelry box of this nature, maybe a simple jewelry box, but if you look through it closely, you don't know what your child may be hiding. For instance, a gun. What exactly is your child carrying in addition to a book? Something simple as a crack pipe, a mini crack pipe. Look at picture frames and behind them, cameras. Try to determine what's taking place. Behind a picture frame, you can find bullets. What does that mean to find bullets? Does it mean your child is carrying a gun? No. Where there's smoke, there's possible fire. Where there's a bullet, there's possibly a gun. Simple as a baby doll. Could be just a baby doll, but also it could be a place where you can secrete or hide drugs. My message to you, you have an obligation to protect your home. The First Amendment does not apply to the right of parents to go through their homes to remove contraband or any other unsafe item.
So, like,
Dude.
Is it the First Amendment?
I don't.
Amendment's a freedom of speech.
Yeah, right.
I don't understand. But he's
Was that a skit or was that real?
no, that's real. 100%.
I think he used to be a cop too, right?
Yeah, and like
The worst cop ever in the world.
The best was the drugs and the baby doll. Like, if you have a kid who has a little baby doll like that, we're saying at the most she's 6, And what she's hiding kilos.
Well, no.
Jesse's selling
I actually,
Javina's putting in work.
if you're like an older, say you're like in high school and you keep your baby dolls like around and like they're still in your
So you
room,
can hide coke in there?
that's a good place to hide some coke.
Yeah, I mean, and
Not
like say-
anymore. Not after
Yeah, this
video.
guy just blew up your spot.
He was like, maybe it's a crack pipe.
Yeah, the best is like, when he pulls out the book bag and it's like, pulls out the crack pipe. And then the picture, it's like, it looks like a lovely flame here. But behind it, there's bullets.
He's like, and when there's bullets, there's guns.
Dude, that's like a Saturday Night Live skit when Saturday Night Live was like funny.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. I seen that a few weeks ago and
I
like,
gotta watch that again.
yeah,
That's
it
fucking
is.
beautiful.
That is.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, that was just a great. I mean, I've seen some weird like public service announcement videos, and like that is the best one I've ever seen.
That's the same dude that like he said like what like explain like your perspective of New York. He's like, one day you could be going to an art show, the next day it could be 9/11.
He's like, you reach in a drawer for underwears. Now there's a gun.
That dude's great.
Yeah,
that being in New York is breaking him down.
I'd love to
That
get
man.
him.
He done lost his mind.
He's not going to get a second term, but man, he's fucking really making a hell of this first one.
He's crushing these
A
videos.
second term at Western Psych.
Britney Spears got banned from the Four Seasons for going topless. That's stupid. Let Britney Spears do what she wants.
Yeah, I mean, dude, she's
who's
still a
offended by
fucking
that?
mega star.
I bet she was doing something a little more than going topless.
What do you
'Cause
think
I think if she was like laying by the
Good.
pole and Britney pops her top off, that's probably no big deal unless a bunch of kids
No,
around.
that's somebody's wife. They said it's a family resort. That's somebody's wife. That he was sitting there
Britney
drinking
Spears has her
cocktails.
titties out.
Yeah.
And like some guy was probably like,
She's dancing around like a kook, making like a big thing.
making a video.
Yeah, that's probably what she was doing because I haven't seen her be normal. It's like weird seeing like that picture, like hot
'Cause she
Britney Spears,
didn't look like that at the pool.
and
I
like
bet.
how hot she used to be compared to like what she is now. Man, she used to be something.
Dude, she was a fucking
I like
10.
when she did it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
That's when she was super hot.
Last one, Pittsburgh Scanner. Woman loses mind at infamous Burger King in Southside. She was complaining about like the quality of food, the service, and pretty much everything you could complain about at the Southside Burger King if you've never been there before and you know nothing about the Southside Burger King. If you go to the Southside Burger King, you got to be ready for anything.
Yeah.
You got like wrong order, no food, assaulted, like maybe you have to cook your own shit, vermin, like anything could happen if you're going to visit the Southside Burger King. So like for you to go there and like not knowing anything about it, and like I'm assuming that's what this is because like anybody that's from like Pittsburgh or at least like the East End knows exactly what the Southside Burger King is. So for you to just go there as like a regular Karen, you're gonna be upset about everything.
So here's a crazy one place I frequent. I always go down there to get donuts. It's right next to the Burger King. The guy knows the whole scoop on everything. Has old menus, old everything. I think one day, I'd say within the next 2 months, we'll take Eagle Tits down there and we're gonna do a little bit of documentary to get to the bottom of the fake Burger King.
Dude, I went there when they were using fake cups, like cups for fries. And
He
stuff.
has the menu. This dude was showing me. He had the fake menu. He has everything, pictures,
I think
everything.
that was the last time I was there.
Dude,
I was
just the drive-through is like a rape tunnel.
Yeah, it's a weird tunnel.
It's like a pharmacy tunnel.
It's like the scariest thing in the world. You go there like fucking 1 in the morning, all jammed up, dude. You're
Green Man's tunnel.
yeah, right. And like
Yeah,
there's
it's a
one
weird
way in,
tunnel.
no way out.
Rosato and Sons Landscaping. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. They offer landscaping, pressure washing, snow removal, gardening, lawn maintenance, sod lawns, complete installation, shrub maintenance, retaining walls, complete spraying services, and more. They put in the work so you don't have to. Transform your yard today and call Rosato and Sons Landscaping at 412-521-9045. Tell them Z-Bird sent you and get a special discount. Need to move? Call Miracle Movers, 412-419-2620. They're a team of experienced and professional movers dedicated to providing clients with the best possible service. They will work with you to create a custom moving plan that fits your specific needs and budget. They're also fully bonded and insured. So give Miracle Movers a call, 412-419-2620. Having electrical problems? Don't know where to turn? Call Vance Hall at Plug Electric, 412-298-6770. 412-298-6770. That's Vance Hall at Plug Electric. Car problems suck, especially if the problem is too big for you to fix yourself. You don't know where to take your car and you don't know who to trust. Well, let me talk to you about Meineke Car Care, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Oil changes, brakes, maintenance, pretty much anything you need is in their wheelhouse. So if you need a hand making your car problems suck less, call Meineke Car Care Center, 412-451-8968. Ask for Arthur, 412-451-8968. Bath Factory and Windows. You dream it, they build it. 412-951-3939. From your bathroom to your windows, transform your home with Bath Factory and Windows. You can also find them at bathfactorywindows.com. 412-951-3939. 412-951-3939. Are your steps and sidewalks starting to crack? Do you miss it when they actually look nice and clean? Call Giuseppe & Sons. They handle repairs and replacements. 412-421-6711. These are the guys you can trust to help you with all your masonry work in the Pittsburgh area. That's Giuseppe & Sons. 412-421-6711.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into what's grinding our gears. Angry John, what's grinding them gears?
Dude, so I'm driving through Squirrel Hill the other day, and this light must have went out, like the stoplight. And so, like, this dude's directing traffic, but while he's directing it, dude, he's, like, got his, like, a dinner, like, his, like, lunch salad. He's, like, eating in the middle of the street and, like, waving people on with, like, a fork in his hand. I'm just like...
Wait, he's in the street waving people on?
He's like, we gotta like direct traffic.
Oh, so he's a traffic guy.
He's like, well, I don't know if he's working for like the electric company. I don't know who the hell he's working for, but just stand in the middle of the street eating his salad, like directing traffic. Like, bro, have we fallen that far?
John, you hate the working man.
Dude, let me tell you something. I am a working man, and that's just fucking ridiculous, dude. He's like in between bites, like, dude, somebody's gonna wreck. Put your fucking salad down.
Salad's a crazy thing to be eating.
Dude, I was like...
Get a sandwich, I'm totally okay with a sandwich.
I took a picture of the guy.
Yeah, maybe a wrap. Anything you could like handle with one hand, and you could handle the stop sign on the other. Like, but yeah, salad's wild.
Wow.
Metal fork?
Yeah, he might have had like the plastic. I really wasn't sure, but he like had his hand like, come on.
Like what's your problem?
Like maybe unless it just happened in the middle of his break, and like he was like, dude, fuck this. I'm hungry.
I would imagine those guys.
But there was like another dude there who wasn't eating, like standing on the sidewalk, like, dude, let this dude go to eat his salad and you direct traffic.
Man the stop sign for a little bit.
Yeah. It wasn't a stop sign. It was just like him, like, dude, they had
just wave.
They weren't like one of them like always save people. It was just like a company that like.
Yeah. Well, that guy's not a regular flagger. He wasn't expected. He's in the middle of the salad. Hey,
dude,
maybe put the salad down. The salad's crazy. If it's a turkey sandwich, I think the guy's completely within his right.
Dude, 2 hands. Right.
Yeah.
You can one hand the sandwich.
Right. Yeah, that's a wild move. Did they have traffic all fucked up?
It was all fucked up. It wasn't like a steady flow of like 10 cars come.
Right, yeah.
You stop. It was just like
in
one
between
car,
bites.
They turn around, look like, wave you on, like, dude,
He's flicking
get me out of here.
Were we talking? You were able to tell if it was like a Caesar, was a buffalo chicken? Was there a lot going on in the salad? Do you think?
Dude,
it was a chef's.
Cobb?
Yeah, maybe like a Cobb.
Okay, there's a lot going on
There's
there.
a lot in the Cobb. Dude, it was right near Old Rice. It was Shady and Forward.
Shady and Cobb salad.
Yeah, salad. That's where he's wrong.
Yeah,
that's where he's wrong.
The salads, you know what I mean, like eating a bowl of soup.
Shirley, what do you got?
I got fucking Eagle Tits screwing us with fucking one microphone because John's sitting on my lap. No, this one is Rosa's. that's what it's like. Dude. Sitting on each other's laps over here. Rosa has a good one. She said, when you go to Giant Eagle, you can't get a fucking plastic bag in the city anymore, right? Like for your groceries.
Yeah.
You use a paper one. But when you go to the lunch meat counter, they give you plastic bags for everything you put your thing in.
Right.
You get vegetables, fruit, plastic bags.
Yeah.
But then you got to get a fucking paper bag, and it breaks halfway into your house every time every time it goes down, dude.
It's 10 cents a bag too.
I mean, I'll pay the 10 cents, but give me a plastic bag.
No,
that
10
Dude,
cents of paper.
I hate the fucking feel of butcher paper. I don't want them wrapping the lunch meat in the butcher paper, dude.
I understand that, but then why are we?
They're contradicting themselves.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a ploy.
I broke down and bought them fucking reusable bags.
I know. Rosa has a million. Nobody end up in the kitchen when she brings this shit in. They never make it back to the car, so then she buys 3 more.
For that to work, you got to take them back out to the car.
You got to bring them out, Jack. Thank you.
You can't Yeah, you can't leave them.
I got so many. I could feed the poor if you filled up all the bags I have, dude.
I've been doing a lot of like pickups, like curbside type deal. I think that's where I'm at these days. It's just
it's not a bad fucking way to go.
No, and I don't think they really whack you too much more for it. You just got the only problem is so you got another asshole picking out your produce and they could fuck you. They don't give a shit. If you're going,
I don't want brown lettuce, kid.
No, yeah. if you're going in there for like apples, oranges, shit like that, bananas is one thing. But like, yeah, if you're going in to get a bag of romaine,
Yeah, romaine me, dude.
they don't. They're grabbing the slimy shit. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. You got to eat that today or cook it.
Or you're gonna be ill.
You better make wedding soup with that motherfucker.
Absolutely. Zebra, what do you got?
It's not really any gear grind. It's just a funny story. I've been doing a little bit of putting some lime down on some lawns. I'm working up in one area, and there's I'm trying to say this without, because it's not like offensive. There's like an Asian dude who like speed walks around this area. You know what I mean? He constantly speed walks, and he said hi to me, and I said hi back, and we kind of started talking. He asked me what I was doing, and I said, I'm putting down lime. He goes, "You putting lime?" And I'm like, yeah, putting it down. I explained to him what it does for the lawn. Oh, good. He goes, "American or Asian?" And I'm like, yeah, Americans, yeah, they're Asian.
Did he think you were Asian?
So he said to me, he said, English good. I'm like, yeah, I lived here my whole life. Do you know the dude I'm talking about? The dude that speed walks up the development? No. We speed walks up the development. So he said Americans are easy, and he told me my English was good. And then I'm like, yeah, I've been living here my whole life, but I didn't stop him. And then he goes, how old are you? I go, 42. He goes, how old do you think I am? He goes, how old me? I go, I don't know, maybe 55, 60. He goes, 77. He goes, we don't age. I said, no, we don't. I said, have a good day, brother. And like, it was just, I've been not accused. People have suspected. They've asked me if I was Spanish before, Asian. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
So like, I just go with the flow. Like, if this nice Asian dude wants to talk to me,
be Asian for the day.
Exactly. I got no beef with that.
He hates Americans.
Yeah,
he was like, "Eureka, sucky."
No, he said no, but he just said he was like American or Asian, and I'm like, yeah, fuck them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pieces of shit.
Yeah, and I just went along with him. He goes, "You work hard, wintertime, good." What is rhyme? And I'm like, yeah, I explained to him. But
Is it a rhyme?
The best part was when he was like, we don't age.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking funny. You could turn that into a bit.
Yeah, this happened yesterday, so I was waiting to use it.
Yeah, that's fucking funny shit. I got a gear. Well, this isn't really a gear grinder either. It's a little bit. I'm worried about the youth of America. I was at a doctor's appointment with my son earlier today. He's favoring one side, so we got to do a little physical therapy with him. So we're there. He's getting stretched out. He's pretty much a baby chiropractor. It's weird. You take him back, and it's like a little baby gym, and they fucking stretch him out, turn his head.
Stretching on OJ?
Yeah, they got him.
He's favoring on one side of his head?
So the one, it's called torticollis.
Yeah,
so,
they did that for my kid.
Yeah, so he favors his right side, so we got to get him turning left a little more because he just loves the right, and like you got to be able to look both ways.
Yeah.
And it's early. It's better to nip it in the bud before. He might be a helmet baby. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
But as we're sitting there in the waiting room, there's a kid there. He's probably like 3 years old, like very nice. Like actually talked to me and Lainey. Really nice kid. Was like reading this story out loud. Smart kid. And the one like doctor comes out and is talking to his mom, and his mom was like, how are things going? And she was like, well, we're here. I ask him to do things. I want him to go to school. He doesn't want to go to school. I want him help pick up his room. He doesn't want to pick up his room. I ask him to help me like maybe read something or like play a game. And all he says to me is, "You're trying to change me as a person." So this little 3-year-old kid is telling his mom like, "Hey, I don't want you to change me as a person for anything she asked her to do." And I'm like, Oh my God!
You know where he got that from?
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, you said that about Dad. You said that about
Right.
somebody else.
Yeah,
too
yeah.
many,
Yeah.
too
Well,
many
you're watching
times.
way too many Lifetime movies.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like, listen, the mom was a stereotypical. You're trying to change me as a person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and now she's shocked at it. Like their little poor son is picking up on this and doesn't want to do anything because he's just, if you have a good excuse, like, hey, you're changing me as a person, like doesn't want to learn anything because, hey, I don't want to get changed as a person. Feel bad for the little kid. And I'm like, man. You want me to grip this kid up for a minute here? Give him a little shake for you.
Well, listen,
You know what I mean?
I'll therapize his ass right now.
Yeah,
dude.
and like it
Beat
just
the
got me
Christ
like,
out of it.
man.
Maybe she drove Dad nuts. Dad said that to her, and Dad,
Right.
And it
Yeah.
stuck.
Dad hasn't been around to
Yeah,
enforce
it was-
the rules of the house.
I felt bad for her, and I was like,
The
man,
kid's
he's gonna.
3.
The kid's 3, and now they're going like the therapy route with it, and I'm like, oh man,
Maybe
dude.
mommy's a cunt.
Yeah, or I think she's just a little too just a little too progressive. Maybe.
Yeah, they give that kid a little too much freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 3.
Hey,
You don't
dude,
need that
you're
much.
3. You're saying like you're trying to change me as a person.
How many times your parents asked you to do anything when you were 3?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
dude,
remember.
They tell
Right,
you.
right. They
yeah.
didn't, because it was just, you do what I say.
do this.
My
you
mom
do
would
it.
You wanna
clean,
eat?
My mom would clean up his room. If I didn't do it, she'd come in and mess it up more.
Yeah.
Or
right.
she'd tell my
Shit
dad he'd
like-
kick my
Or
ass.
beat the brakes off me.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Some
mom
verbal- some
watched-
verbal abuse.
She
Yeah.
might have went through his book bag and found a crack pipe,
right.
and he said, "Don't try to change me as a person."
Yeah, like right.
I
So like,
am who I am.
So
he
now-
said, "Hustle hard."
now that you got a high
It's like, Mom, I'm
schooler,
about
like
that life.
Closed mouths don't get fed on this boulevard.
yeah. It was it was weird they did that. They were like doing that interview like right out there up in the waiting room and like, dude, I'm an eavesdropping dude. I was
Yeah,
all
that's how I
out.
was
Like,
wondering
dude,
how you
I,
heard all this.
I,
Look
got,
at
I,
the
got,
fish.
I got a podcast to fill
Right,
tonight,
right.
buddy.
So Jack told my dad this today. My dad was like, he was like, the mother's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
In the
He
middle.
wasn't too sympathetic for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think your dad's definitely someone who would wear the no ma'am hat without body.
absolutely.
Yeah.
He wears it on his sleeve.
But yeah, I felt bad for her because you could tell it's like a problem, and she was like, "Oh, we're here today." You know what I mean? And the kid, like I said, the kid was a very nice kid, and like he had just like
He just knows to fuck with his
You
he
mom.
just
didn't
knows
try
he
to
could pull. He
change
just
him.
knows he
Yeah.
can fuck
He
with
was
his
just
mom.
big dick in it.
Yeah.
You didn't try to change him. You let him be himself.
Yeah, so like even
Can
like
I
so,
live?
so he's in like therapy and he's just saying like, listen, you guys are trying to change me. Like that argument can play for everything if you stick to
Yeah.
your guns.
It
really
And
does
it
in
seems
therapy,
like
they're
yeah,
probably
and
trying
he-
to change.
Yeah, and he's like digging in on it. So
Yeah.
like, what do you do with like like I don't.
Maybe he understands. Dude. Maybe he's like he understands it because they're trying to change him, making him go to therapy. He's like, no. I know who I am.
Yeah.
I mean, he should be allowed to keep bullets behind the picture in his room. You know what I mean?
Crack pipes and backpacks.
Yeah.
It could be a crack pipe.
Whether a recent storm has damaged your home's gutter system or your roof requires an update, at Allen Construction, they are equipped with the tools and skills to accomplish any job you throw their way. Roofing, windows, siding, soffit and fascia, gutters and spouts. You won't regret calling Allen Construction. 412-954-8337 or visit allenconstructionpgh.com. That's ALAN constructionpgh.com. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim firstly to be a company that is principle-driven and achieve this by valuing the importance of ethical business practices, creating exceptional relationships with both customers and employees. Their high standards derive from a focus to detail and a priority on their reputation. So give them a call at 412-915-1694. 412-915-1694. Need a new retaining wall? Call Just Walls, 412-889-4401. They're fully insured and are the guys for the job. That's Just Walls, 412-889-4401. Need help with roofing, siding, gutters, downspouts, or soffit and fascia? You should talk to SNL Remodeling LLC, 412-628-9717. 412-628-9717 and tell them GFP sent you. Capizzuto's Pizza, 422 Greenfield Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA. Do you like pizza? Of course you do. Capizzuto's has everything you need. Check out their food by Googling Capizzuto's Pizza Pittsburgh and click on their menu. You won't regret it. You know them, you love them, they have been serving the area for over 28 years. Greater Pitt Tree Service. They offer tree and shrub trimming, pruning, and removal. Have a tree that looks like it could be a problem? They'll come by and assess the situation. Schedule your service today, 412-312-4651. Want to learn more? Check out their website, greaterpitttreeservicepa.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Thank you so much for sticking around. Don't forget that we do add some new stuff. We're adding it to our Patreon this week. The Cage Rage fights that me and Larry were at in our videotape, uncensored. They'll be up on the Patreon behind the paywall. So if you want to subscribe for a month just to peep them, give them a gander. I think we're about to jump into What Would Greenfield Do.
And then over 100 Patreon subscribers, you're going to see Eagle Tits.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're going to get there.
We're going to get there. It's a big push.
Right. And I'm actually going to make it I'm going to make it my profile picture.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that works. All right. What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
Would you rather work out with your partner at the gym or go for a jog on your own? I go to aerobics. The amount of people that are coming with their partner to work out is blowing my fucking mind, man.
Rather run in the woods
Dude,
by my fucking self
any day of the week, and I think Leany would too.
I'd rather break my ankle, fall in a stream, and possibly drown.
I'll answer for me and for Addie. We would both rather go walk.
There's just some things you need to do on your own.
I would not want to work out with my girlfriend. Like, she would not want to. I mean, think about it, even like guys and girls. Yins are doing two totally separate.
Right, but
I'm just saying,
thing together, you're both health nuts. I get it.
I guess
neither one of us are health nuts. Dude.
Every couple needs that little bit of time alone.
Yeah, you need to blow off some steam, and like that's one way to blow off steam is working out.
Like a
but
podcast.
Like I said,
Get a podcast. And blow steam.
But the amount of people, like this class the other day, I bet there was 6 couples in it, and it was just like, this is fucking weird, dude.
That's gross.
Yeah, like find something else. Find a hobby.
Start drinking.
Makes me sick.
Yeah.
So
trying to better yourself with your partner.
Are they like PDAing, or are they just like real? Like...
No, but little pats on the butt, shit like that. Like, oh, babe, well, that was a tough one.
Hey, babe, you really
like, now let's go get a coffee. Like, what?
How about a smoothie, babe? I got a
drink coffee by yourself on the way to work.
Is there like a
silence and think about how bad your day's gonna be?
Coke, you pussy.
Is there like a hot dude instructor that's like stretching everyone out? That's how I picture this aerobics.
That's pretty accurate. It's like he's not that hot.
But is he spreading the girl's legs, like you know?
So, no. So it's not like that. But like the first, like the yoga instructor in the Vince Vaughn movie.
Couples
therapy. Yeah. So like the first 6 minutes of class is like everybody stretches and like warms up, and it's kind of he doesn't touch anybody, but he walks around and
he helps Jack.
He's gandering at some turd cutters.
Yeah, I mean, there's cutters there, but yeah, I think we're all on the same page. We'd rather just go work out by yourself.
He's like, Jack, I heard you have a brand new butthole. Let me help you stretch.
That would be weird if you just start like tuning in the podcast and we're talking about my new butt. I guess there's not inside jokes because we're pretty good about keeping our inside jokes like. We tell them out, yeah. But yeah, if you're like, if you're newer and you start hearing new buttholes and eagle tits and everything like that. Yeah, there's a little bit to catch up on.
It's been going, yeah.
There's other episodes that
explain
everything.
Spend a little time, do some research. Let's do another one here. Would you rather plan a giant birthday party or plan a wedding?
Birthday party.
Yeah, I can't ruin your life at your birthday. You know what I mean? If I fuck up your wedding party, then I'm ostracized.
That is
from the family.
If you're a drinker, there's a lot more pressure on you, like to get out of control. You could fuck up because you're not just fucking up. The groom will get over it. It's the bride
and her family, her mother,
hates you
his
forever.
Mother. Her sister.
If you get Uncle Billy drunk,
they're gonna hold a grudge there.
Right. If I fuck up your 40th birthday, guess what?
That's a funny story in a couple years.
If you catch Rosado,
you'll have a 41st.
Yeah, right.
The 50th will be hilarious.
Right. Hey, remember John did this?
Remember Shuley
caught Rosado's cornhole boards on fire.
Right.
Yeah, a wedding's just so much more. I mean, a birthday party, you need a fire hall, some food, some beer, and fucking maybe a band or a DJ, and it's fucking over.
And liquor.
Yeah, liquor. I got my father-in-law's giant birthday party coming up, Big 6-0.
I'll be playing it.
It's at the West. No, well, no, not me particularly, but like, yeah, they're like playing it.
Where's it at?
The Westview VFW.
Oh,
Yeah,
all the pulled pork you can eat. Eh?
I think they like 175 people or some shit like that.
dude, you should book me and Joe for.
They like brought that up, and I was like, nah.
Oh, dude, me and Joe would kill out there.
No, it's like not.
No,
they wouldn't be interested in the comedy. It'd be like one of those. It'd be like we would have booked you, and then you guys would have had to do comedy, and nobody would want to listen to the comedy. You know what I mean? So
people.
Yeah, everybody wants to talk, drink. There's a band.
More of an appearance, not a comedy.
I think there's
show.
like who's the Pittsburgh fucking singer guy? Not the Clarks, the other guy.
Oh, the older dude.
Yeah, not Krzyzewski. The other guy.
No, Donnie Iris.
Donnie Iris coming.
Dude, I think it was like a fake Donnie Iris coming.
Donnie Iris impersonator.
It's on the invitation. I think it says Donnie Iris. I think it's a Donnie Iris cover band or some shit like that. I don't know. I can't imagine Donnie's making it up there, but I don't know.
I'm a huge
he knows a lot of
guy.
people, so like,
Right,
could be old Donnie.
Yeah,
coming at the Westview VFW.
He's running out of gigs.
Yeah,
times are tough, dude. His old lady took him for everything he got.
That's all I got.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in this week. Don't forget to leave a voicemail. If you got something cracking this week or you want to leave a gear grinder, 412-438-8358. We'll have a couple big announcements coming up next week. Don't forget to check out the Patreon. If you've listened to this on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment. And if you're streaming and this, that's great. It's just as good. But if you don't mind and you've always streamed, just check out our YouTube and subscribe. Our subscribers are starting to go up. We're trying to get the numbers up a little bit more, and I think we're going to start using some different hashtags and stuff. But everyone have a great week. And remember, folks, Greenfield loves you. We're out.